Hey, it's Princess Havoc, your favorite BBW adult star and host of Causing Havoc, along with the fabulous Bobby Lucas, where we talk about anything and everything. Come follow the dopamine with us Sundays at noon, now with video. Part of the Premium Smoke Room family and streaming exclusively on Anchor and Spotify. Run, don't walk to subscribe now. For only $4.99 a month, you get my show and 4 other great shows as well. See you there. Mwah.
Good evening. How you doing tonight?
Hi, Bobby. I'm well, and yourself?
I'm doing good. I just love when people just come on the show with such vibrant energy, and you always do.
Thank you.
But see, to me, I love that because it makes me feel good. Cause that means you enjoy coming on the show. You like talking to me. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people don't like talking too tough. Trust me, I'm one of them. But I just had to bring you back on, man, because I enjoyed you so much.
Thank you.
No doubt. So how have you been, gorgeous?
I've been okay.
You said eh. So what's eh?
Well, I've had death in my family and shit, so it's been hard.
I'm sorry to hear that. I will keep you and your family in my prayers, darling.
Thank you. It's okay. Yeah. I mean, my aunt was already old and she was sick, so it wasn't. It was for the best. But
yeah, I feel you.
It's tough. But other than that, I mean, everything's okay. I've slowed down the content creating and the adult industry work, and I've got a full-time job doing other vanilla stuff, other stuff. So.
Okay, no doubt. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, like for the first 10, 15 years, I didn't I pretty much was solely dependent upon the weed money. I mean, not the weed money, damn it. That's sure how much I need to smoke. The porn money. But after a while, I kind of had to get a job because what people don't realize, it's kind of hard to move in life if you ain't got a shitload of money. Yeah. And you're an independent contractor or you're doing porn because now you're trying to rent things, you're trying to buy things, you're trying to get a home. And sometimes because of the business that we're in, it kind of puts us in a tough predicament to be able to do that.
It's hard to prove. It's hard to prove income. It's hard to do a bunch of things. It's hard for a bunch of things.
Yeah, so, because like I said, I mean, to get an apartment, a car, or any of that stuff. And then, too, also having a hard conversation with some of these motherfuckers. What do you do for a living?
Exactly. So, and you can't really explain, and it's a difficult conversation to traverse. It really is.
Oh, yeah, because it's like, even to the point that certain apartment complex, if you say that, they won't even rent to you.
Exactly.
Period. And
I'm going through that right now. I mean, I live in Miami, and rent is insane right now. I mean, rent is going up everywhere, but where rent was already highly inflated, now it's exacerbated, and it's gotten to the point where it's unmanageable. And here it's hard. It's hard if you can't tell them how you're making money. Nobody's gonna want to lease to you.
Yeah. That's the first thing they're gonna ask. And that's on the application. What's your employer? Period. Because even to the point that, if you got someone that LLC or have a company, that you may have to go to them to even get the pay stub in order to prove employment. Period. That's why it's good to have a homeboy that has his own business that I can go to, make a phone call. Hey, man, I know I don't work for you anymore, but can you just make a pay stub so I can get this apartment?
Yeah.
And that's what people don't realize. There's things that we have to go through in the real world as adult talent.
Absolutely.
That it's hard for us to make the moves and stuff. So we're going to get into more of that. And also, I want to talk to you about this. I'm sorry, I've been fixated on this scene that you did with Jay Nasty. I am sorry. That shit is hot. But we're going to get to it in a minute. Let me do these particulars. I get this on the road. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Smokers Lounge here on Anchor. Perfect app for anyone trying to start their own podcast. All you got to do is download the app, go to anchor.fm, get yourself a profile. I'm your host, Kavanaugh Southern Champ, a.k.a. the Porn Rap Star. Y'all know what it is. Find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. I'm here to tell you about 3 wonderful sponsors that we have. The first one being the Facebook and the LS community, lsworld.com. Next up, the hottest erotic magazine in the business. And we're not talking Playboy, people. We're talking Eroticism Magazine. So go to eroticismmagazine.com and get yourself a subscription. And last but not least, but melon-owned, and for you consumers, a new place for you to consume your XXX content, and for you content creators, 90% profit. I'm talking about none other than excitebunny.com. Best part for content creators, you can put what the fuck you want, and you ain't got to worry about getting bumped off, because it's for sex workers made by sex workers. And they understand how it is to get your content up there and people booting it off and all that. So if you want to name your shit shitting on bricks, you ain't got to worry about them changing the word or bumping it off. Also, proud member of the GW District Black Podcasting Network. Plus, while you go to shopgwdistrict.com, go ahead and get you some shopping done, as you get the opportunity to buy products from over 500 Black-owned retailers, shops, and boutiques. So go to shopgwdistrict.com and support Black businesses. Last but not least, I got 2 new spots to tell you about where you can go listen to my stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just fumbling my words. It's been a long day. First off, SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com, as well as BGPLLC.com. You can go download both of them as apps on your phone, or you can go listen on any device. Just go to their site. Now I'm going to shut up and let this sexy, freaky, nasty, and wonderful Bella Rosa introduce herself. I know a little bit of Spanish, not much. But go ahead.
Hi, I'm Rae Roxoff. I mainly do interracial content. My Twitter is @Rae Roxoff, and you can find me on OnlyFans /Rae Roxoff. So, yeah.
So I am sorry. This scene is just mesmerizing, because I'm gonna tell you what made it hot. When he did the slow-mo of your hair coming out the water, I said, "Oh damn!"
Yes, so, that was a really good shot.
That was a really killer-ass shot. So tell us about this scene, yo, because and too, the face that you was making when you was hitting it from the back, that shit just looked so goddamn sexy.
So honestly, this scene was it was done by Drip Drop Productions, I believe. It was actually inspired by a real scene that me and my dominant did.
Okay.
It was Memorial Day weekend, I believe 2019, when everybody was quarantined. And in the real scene, he was really drowning me. And fisting me at the same time. So yeah, so he was really drowning me and fisting me at the same time. It was amazing.
Oh my God.
I loved it. It was so good. It was so fucking good.
I know your pussy, for the way you sounded, like your pussy was probably dripping wet, like it was like your hair was in the water.
It was so good. It was so good.
See, I like scenes like that, because I was talking to Thor Johnson, and it was funny. He was saying he's looking for more women.
I met Thor. He's so nice.
This is funny. You need to hit him up because he said he's looking for more women to get rough with.
Okay.
And me and him talked about that. To me, them are the most fun women to work with. Women that don't have many hangups and they like it rough and they like it wild because it makes the scene so off the chain versus just a regular fucking scene. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like bland bland white people food versus like some Cajun soul food or some like Caribbean Cuban food. Like some flavorful. Yeah, it's the difference. It's that difference. That spice.
So I'm gonna ask you this. When you work with male talents, how shocked they are how much they can do with you?
Oh, typically it takes a couple of times working with me for them to really see how far they can go with me, because I don't really have that many boundaries. I have a few with people, like no choking. I don't really do a lot of choking with people, just because that's, it's so hazardous. Typically with people, like, I don't get a lot of requests for like really hazardous things that I would normally do on my BDSM world. In my BDSM world, like I'm used to getting requests of people tying me up and beating the shit out of me, electrocuting me, not electrocuting me, but like stringing me up to wires and shit like that. So things of that nature where it is a little bit more dangerous, more risk aware. So I don't get a lot of requests like that. So I'm not as careful as with what people do to me. So that being said, people like men typically just they have so much fun with me, and I in turn have so much fun because I love guys that get to let loose, I guess, with me. As weird as that sounds, I really enjoy that specifically.
Yeah, because even with me, like my favorite scenes was shooting with my sub because the things that because you're not limited to what you can do.
Exactly.
And to me, the more wilder, the more kinkier, the more wet, the sloppy, the nasty, the sex, the better the scene will sell and look, period. And so I just want to say, damn, you look so sexy with short hair. I'm just sorry. You just pretty for no goddamn reason. It's just, you just beautiful.
Thank you.
So I was reading one of your tweets, and this is interesting, and I definitely want to get your opinion on this. You said in this one, truth, I do not share content with male creators that aren't black for multiple reasons. It's funny how white men say it's ignorant when they get denied because of their race. Yet that's what that feels like. Now try living with me for 100 years.
Yes.
I could come to this phone and hug you and kiss you. Break that down.
My personal attraction is to black males. I'm not attracted physically to other races, to white or Asian races. And I've been approached by Hispanic men specifically that are white who sometimes claim I'm Hispanic, but they don't quite understand that, yes, you're Hispanic, but your race is white. And it's that, and I was called ignorant because my niche is interracial. What I cater to is interracial, and I worded it very professionally to him. I wasn't rude, and I wrote that to him. I expressed that to him, that that's my niche. That's what I make money off of. If I provide non-interracial content to my fans who are seeking interracial content, I'll be losing fans. So I'll be losing views. I'll be losing eyes. So I'm not particularly really looking for that. There's no money to be making in that. There's no benefit for me to be making, to be going out of my way producing and, you know,
Yeah, what I
spending my
find
time
funny that
making.
this same dude would not sit there and bitch to any white woman who sit here and say, I would not shoot with a black man.
I've been approached by producers and have been specifically asked, will you shoot with black men? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. And they're like, okay, great, because there are so many white women that will not shoot with black men.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I am not one of them. I am not racist. And then, you know what? That's not it. That's not it. I can't say that. I apologize. I take that back. Immediately I take those words back, because I just said that. My personal sexual preference is black men. Their personal sexual preference may not be black men. And that's acceptable as well. And in this industry, we do have sex. So if you're like, that's that other thing. If you're paying me, that's why I specifically said non-paid shoots. If I said content trade.
Yes.
If you're paying me, I will do paid content, because there's a benefit there for me. That's what this job is. This is a career. This is a job. This isn't a
because when you're doing paid content, you're doing the content that company makes money off of. When you're doing your regular content, which is yours, it's about your brand.
Exactly.
And two, if dude was really serious and wanted to work with you, if you said I don't do content, first thing should come out of his mouth with, okay, then what's your rate? Do you do paid gigs with white guys? He wasn't trying to pay you. That's the fucked up part.
Exactly.
You know, period. Because it's funny how these white women can go on these sets and ask for more money to shoot with a black man. You feel what I'm coming from? But then if you sit here and say, I don't shoot with white men.
Exactly.
You catch flack. Yeah.
I feel it's just, especially when you're speaking of sexual preferences, it's not bigoted or sexist or any kind. You're not being judgmental towards the opposite if you don't like skinny women, if you don't like black women, if you don't like white women, if you don't like Asian women, if you don't like fat, whatever it is, whatever your sexual preference is, you're not bigoted if you don't like the opposite. You can't. I don't believe you can't help what you are sexually attracted to, really.
Yeah. Because see, the thing of it is kind of like this. When it comes to content trade, you have the choice of who you work with versus paid.
Absolutely.
So, and two, last I checked, you kind of want to be attracted to the motherfucker that you're working with.
Absolutely.
Because it makes the scene better. Trust me, I've been shot with scenes where girls I wasn't that attracted to. I did the scene, you know what I'm saying? It still came out hot, but the fans can tell you won't feeling him or you won't feeling her. You know what I'm saying?
And you know, it's not to say that I haven't tried it. I did do one content trade shoot with one white male, and it was the first white male I had sex with in like 3 years. So, but it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me physically, and it didn't work for my content, for my brand, and it didn't work for my followers, you know? So it just, from a business perspective, it didn't make sense to continue putting my time and money into that.
Yeah. So, and speaking about black dicks, damn daddy 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hold this dick like you just happy to the motherfucker. So you ain't gonna see that kind of picture with the white dick.
Absolutely not.
So tell us about working with him.
He's pretty close by me. He's a lifestyler. He's really cool. He's a cool guy. Um, he does his OnlyFans content, but he's a swinger. Is mostly what he does. And no, we just get along. We make good content. We just have fun more than anything. I'm
I'm
more of
just
the productive mind. I do more of the okay, let's frame this from this angle, let's do this, and he just provides the very, very, very delightful dick.
Oh yeah. I'm enjoying seeing you lick this man's ass. Man, I miss that. I miss getting my ass licked. I don't understand how boy men don't get into that, man. That shit's a good ass fucking feeling. I'm sorry. With a tongue in your ass. Now, you can't put a finger in that motherfucker. Dildo. You can tongue fuck the fuck out my ass all you want to. And stuff. So
See,
go ahead.
I've experienced it. I much more enjoy giving it than receiving it. I feel it's so weird. It feels too weird for me getting it. It really does. I don't like that. I don't like this
Because you're a
dynamic.
giver. That's why.
I am so deeply a giver. I am so deeply a giver.
But there's nothing wrong with that
No.
because that to me, a person that's a giver is a better lover than the person is opposite. Because you care about if that person is pleased. You care about their pleasure. Period. That's why I say a lot of men in this world, they don't care about the woman's pleasure.
Yeah.
Period. At the end of the day, even being a dom, you got to cater to your sub's pleasure.
Yeah.
Period and everything. So I was having a conversation because I know you never really experienced. Well, actually, you actually spoke to it. I was having a conversation with Sergey and a couple other male talents and female talents. How do you handle, especially in your situation, a paid gig, when it's someone that you don't have chemistry with? How do you work that?
How do I handle what? With someone I don't have chemistry with?
Yeah.
How do I handle what?
Like, let's say you had a paid gig and the guy
a paid gig with.
Yeah.
I make chemistry. I've never really had a paid gig that I don't have chemistry with people.
Okay.
I've really, really never experienced that yet to this day because I make it happen. I no matter what, I try to find common ground. I'm a very conversational person. I'm a very outgoing, very empathetic person. So if the person is awkward, which I've definitely been around awkward producers, especially like small, little X videos, producers, stuff like that, little gigs like that have been a little awkward type thing. Very nice, very pleasant people. Just find common ground. I just find common ground and start a conversation.
Yeah, because people don't realize conversation can take the place of foreplay.
Yeah.
And a good conversation can be a huge turn on.
Absolutely.
Because even with me, like, because I did a lot of content trade in my day. And I made a point to talk to the lady on a regular basis. I explained it to him. Look, I will be texting you to say good morning. I will hit you up from time to time before we work together to talk because I want to establish comfortability and trust, especially since I'm bringing you to North Carolina and you don't know me from a turn in the punch bowl. Yeah. So it's kind of like you want the lady, excuse me, to feel comfortable with working with you. Absolutely. Even before she even get into the door, period. And I hate it when it's a female that acts all kind of sedity or act like a complete bitch or some type. You gotta have that situation where you hit them up, you're like, you're being too thirsty. I'm like, damn, I just said good morning.
Yeah.
No. I didn't send you a dick picture.
I had no idea about any of that. I'm such a relaxed person.
You a sweetheart, babe. That's what it is.
I am. I'm so laid back and I guess down to earth. I try to be a sweetheart. I really do just try to find conversation. I try to make people feel comfortable. Like I want to feel comfortable, you know, and the more comfortable people feel around you, the more they're going to like you, the more they're going to be open with you, and the better things are. The better just anything is going to be. Whether you're making content or doing business or just having a drink.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, most definitely. So now, of course, we run into the misconception, because interesting you say you got a job, and of course I have one too. You always hear, if you're a porn star, you do sex work, you can't get a job, you can't find one.
No.
Was that a worry of yours when you went job hunting?
No. So there's always the thought of somebody finding me online, but always read the clauses on your agreements.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the job I have isn't a public face. It's not a public figure. I'm not looking to be the face of a company. You know, I'm not a salesperson, so I'm not interacting with people on a daily basis, you know. So I look for jobs like that, so that I have less probability of having it be a problem. Yeah. But I'm the type of person that I treat it as a non-problem until it becomes a problem. Yeah. But
because
from what I've heard around, there are realtors, there are a bunch of different type of like careers that porn stars have been able to hold.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you the biggest career, healthcare. You know how many porn stars and nurses?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, nurses. Oh, tons of nurses. Tons of nurses.
Because I would tell you what's so funny. Everybody at my job know I do porn, or I did it at one time. And it's just funny, the conversation. And it's not I can't believe you did porn. It's like, you did porn. Yo, how was it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, period. And I was never ashamed of. But see, here's the funny part. I wasn't going to tell nobody. But see, this what happened, right? One of the girls that I work with, her husband was a guy that when I was doing music, me and him kind of did music together. He was in the group and I was in the group. So when he found out I worked there, he mentioned to her that I did porn, and that's how everybody found out.
Oh, Lord.
And I was like, man, I hope my manager don't say shit. My manager was like, yo, bro, I've seen your video. You a beast. I said, oh, good, I'm good. Oh, right. Yeah, it feel good when you hear that someone finds out and then it's not a big deal. They actually dapping you up for this shit. Yeah. You know, because sometimes you don't want to necessarily talk about it, but so much because it's kind of like, it's not that you're ashamed of it, it's afraid of the reaction that you might get sometimes with the conversation.
Exactly. Absolutely.
You know, everybody ain't fucking open-minded. Go ahead.
I'm a very bad liar. I typically stay away from lying. So since I was like about 20 years old, my family, like my closest family, knew that I was into BDSM and all of that, and that I was bisexual and everything. So I've never really hid myself from really anybody. So I never really see myself hiding myself. So if that conversation ever really comes up at work, it's gonna be one of those, yeah, that's me. That's me.
Shit, it'd be no different if you was a actress and they saw you on the small screen or something. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. I mean, and you did a very, very heavy sex scene or something. You know, period. So, that's why I said I'm glad that I had the job that I had, because it don't bother me about it. And two, I'm in laundry all day seeing shit, so ain't nobody gonna come back there and bother me no goddamn way, because they don't want to come back there.
There you go. Yeah, I have a shipping job, so my job doesn't do
Yeah.
nobody's gonna bother me in shipping.
So shoot. So now that you have the job, and of course you're pursuing the career, now it comes balance.
Yes.
Finding the time to film and all that good stuff. How you go about that now with the change in your life?
I have not been able to. So I started my job last week.
Okay.
So I have yet to be able to find that. My partner, my my owner, my daddy,
Mm-hmm.
he started a job. He left for training on that job. He's in Atlanta. He's in Georgia,
Okay.
and he'll be gone for like 2 months.
Oh.
Yeah, I miss him so much.
You gonna have to sneak up there and give him some.
Oh my god, yes. No.
You
Here's
got
the
to sneak up
thing.
there.
So we have a kid, so I'm kind of stuck. Yeah, so I'm kind of stuck not being able to do much.
Yeah.
So
And that was crazy because I've never asked you that.
yeah, yes, sir. I
But
have
see, that's the things that, like I said, fans don't think about neither. And some of us have kids.
yeah, we do. We do have kids, and it is part of it's all part like a normal part of life, and we're all normal people. It's
Yeah.
these are jobs. These are normal like they're not what some people perceive as normal jobs, but to us they're
It's a
normal
normal
fucking
job.
jobs. It's a normal job. Sex to me is a normal fucking thing.
Yeah.
It's
Because
a normal part of life. It's not like some crazy thing, and I understand that to some people it is, and I understand that to some people it's a rare thing, and but it's
to
not
be
for
honest
some.
with you, porn is a blue collar career.
It is. It
Facts.
is. It's a grinding. It's. You have to grind for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Because trust me on this. I mean, it's a reason why some of these girls work out. Because the shit that we do, trust me, you be sore in the morning.
Yes.
You be beat
No,
up in the
you
morning.
do.
And don't think because we dudes and we giving addicted, shit,
You
we be just as
do.
sore as the women, bro. Just as sore.
Yes. Yes. Men and women and men too. Like,
Yeah.
and I give it up to the men. Like, I definitely give it up to the men in the industry.
Shit, I give up to y'all, but y'all that sit here and do gangbangs. I am sorry. That's a lot of dick.
It is a lot of dick, but it's not that hard.
Yeah. I mean, but
It's
it's kind
harder
of,
to keep it hard.
yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Even when I was talking to him, because like some companies inject the guys. And
Damn.
I always said this, or they give them a pill or what have it. And I tell people this. Yeah, you supposed to, motherfuckers. Because this ain't you fucking off camera. This ain't no, okay, I can give you 10 minutes of a good hunch and bust my nut. No, motherfucker, we need 20.
No.
We need 25. We need 30. You might need to stay hard for a whole fucking hour.
Yes.
So sometimes you might need that fucking help. Don't be ashamed of it, especially if it's a paid gig.
Yes.
Do you really want that female pissed off at you because you couldn't get it hard and you cost her money?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And then if you really want
And it's like 10 minutes on, 15 minutes on,
yeah,
10 minutes off. Like
yeah.
it's you start and it's very start stop.
Mm-hmm.
You start, you adjust, you start, it's really not the continuous passionful sex. Am I saying that right? I don't even know.
Yeah. You
Yes.
saying it right.
It's not that continuous sex that people normally have on a regular, that's not what that is. It's
To be
the
honest
whole
with you, the average
production and
motherfucker, the sex is really just doggy style. You might get a little bit of maintenance blowjob just to get you hard. That's it.
yeah. Yeah.
Shit. That's why they watch us, because we do the sex that they wish they can get at home.
Yes.
And that is facts. Because
and what they're not realizing is the sex that we have is like fucking work. It's work.
Man, God, because I remember one time I did a weekend of shoots, and Monday, and then my cameraman wanted me to do a shoot Monday morning. It was not happening. I was too sore and too tired.
Yeah.
Dick wouldn't even work for shit, period. And he was like, damn it, like that. I said, dude, we did a total of 15 scenes over 3 days. What the fuck made you think I was able to do anything on a Monday?
You're tired. You're fatigued. Your body is fatigued at a certain point, and you can't continue.
No, you can't. You can't.
And it's like,
go ahead.
Like an athlete. Like an athlete.
Yeah. Because think about them basketball players. After they get off their court, you think they just fine. No, they in the ice bath. They icing up knees and ankles. Because as you get older, your body gets older.
Absolutely.
That's why I commend the women and the men that are in their 50s and 60s still doing this.
Oh, absolutely.
Because, man,
absolutely. And I hope to be one.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I hope to be one.
Shoot,
I commend them for sure.
Now, because before I even retired, I would have kept going. It's just like I said, it's part of this game is passion. And I kind of lost the passion in it. And I said, I can't, because passion keeps you in the business because there's so much you got to do in order to get a shoot and to complete the shoot. We're talking about finding the talent, setting up the shoot, finding the place. That's not even counting the money you're going to spend on outfits, TTS, travel, and everything else. And it's a lot. People don't realize the hell that we go through just to get one shoot done.
Yeah. And it's not even, sometimes it's not even worth it for the amount you get back from platforms.
Some of them paid shoots I did, I'm still waiting to see that 300 back.
Yeah. No,
because one scene don't make you $1 million. We are not all Jimmy Smack. He got lucky.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
A multitude of shoots to see that money.
Yeah.
Because even to the point, like sometimes you might do a scene, you're like, yeah, this shit gonna fly off the shelves, and then you put it up, that bitch move at a snail's pace. Then it'd be a scene that you be like, ain't nobody gonna buy this shit. And everybody and their mama loving it.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of don't know the reaction of the fan base when you drop something.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's why girls, go ahead.
No, and on top of that, you have instances where you don't know, where you have people that would scam you. You have people that are, abusers, or people that are using the industry, as a facade for other things. Just things like that. You definitely have things like that.
And then on top of that, add to it, we also got to put trust into our coworkers, because I keep saying this: the test is only as good as the last person you fuck.
Yep.
So that's it, and because of that, you kind of want to have that trust that the talent that you work with is female or male, no matter what gender, actually leads a safe and healthy sex life. Period. We ain't talking about healthy as in we fuck it all the time. No, healthy as in they don't catch shit.
Yeah.
Period. Because understand, you get there on that TTS, your career is done.
Yeah.
And that's it. I don't give a damn if you got chlamydia or gonorrhea. Your career is done.
Yeah.
Period. And then on top of that, it did not just done within the mid-level, but any chance of you getting to the higher level, you're done. Period. So I even heard about the white list, which is funny as fuck, because I was like, damn, they still got that shit. Meaning, so people understand what the white list is. It's a list of talent that comes too fast and companies avoid them.
Oh, yeah?
Because what people don't realize, that first nut, that's what they want. They don't want the second.
Oh.
Yeah, because the first nut is the strongest.
Yeah. So,
period. So we can get away with coming twice on set during a content trade.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. That one shoot, go ahead, come fast. You can get it back up, y'all finish the scene, but you might not get that call back from that goddamn company.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that part. That's
So
like a male. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why I say it's more pressure on us because that now where the pressure coming with females is how they are on set. Because they don't want a slutty ass female. They don't want a female that hollering at everybody on set. Because the reason why they worry, well, if she's like that on set, how is she off camera? Because their thought process that test. Because what people don't realize, when one person comes up dirty, it shuts down the whole industry and millions is lost.
Yeah.
That's how serious our business is. That's why I ask people to come in this bitch, take it fucking serious, please.
Yeah.
Because you will cost others money. People that you never even met or talked to.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts. So, but so moving forward, I mean, with your filming and what have you, what's some of the ideas that how you plan to do it? Because I know that your dad is not there, what have you, and of course, eventually he will come back. How you gonna coordinate that with your day off and the whole nine plus add, what I'm saying, you got a kid, and I know you probably thinking ahead to a certain extent because that's how we work. We think ahead, like down the line. All right now I'm working. I know my schedule. Okay, how I'm going to coordinate this so I can get shoots done, type situation.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get back into the rhythm of just producing or just creating more regular content, at home content. When my daddy gets back home. Yeah. When I have somebody to babysit more.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to start, because is the baby walking?
Yeah, she's sick. She's sick. She's fine.
Oh my God!
Good. But it's just
I had moments where the baby decided to walk in when y'all in the middle.
Oh no, once I get her into bed, she's good.
Okay.
She stays in her bed. She stays in her room. More than anything, she's scared of me coming into her room because she knows that I'll bust her, like playing with her toys or something.
So she's a smart six.
Yes.
She's independent.
She's very intelligent.
Mama.
She leaves me the fuck alone. Yes.
I see why, because she want to play with her toys.
Yes.
She be trying to be quiet and everything. I don't want mama to hear me playing with this Barbie. I'm supposed to be asleep when I'm playing.
Exactly. So she tries to be sly.
Best criminals on the fucking planet, because they figure out how to sneak shit, yo. For real. Put him on punch and I'm gonna take your toy away from you. Okay, go ahead. Next thing you know, she got that toy right back.
Yes.
I love kids, man.
I do too. I adore her.
Things, yo. They say the darndest things, and they're the most honest facts. They gonna tell you the real.
They are. She is truthful to a fault, to the point where I get upset with her sometimes. Where
oh my God.
She doesn't need to be so truthful to everybody. Like, goddamn, girl, have a filter.
Oh my God! Like the show said, kids say the darndest things. I swear.
Yes.
Oh man!
One for me, and that's it. I got my tubes tied.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Shit, the way the country heading, shit, hell. Exactly. Glad you got it done. They about to try to ban that shit too.
Exactly, man. And living in Florida and everything, man. And kids are so expensive, and there's so many people, and it's a lot. There are a lot to pay attention to, a lot of time to devote to, a lot of just everything, a lot of resources, a lot of everything.
Yeah, because even to me, it's just like, because I think, who did I talk to? I think it was Havoc. Me and her had a conversation about what was going on with the Supreme Court, and the conversation led to this, and this is what it was, because initially you said something about getting your tubes tied. A man can go and get a vasectomy and never had a kid. He ain't gonna catch so much flack. A woman will go, had no kids, and try to get tubes tied or what have you. Yeah.
Yeah.
They will not even give it to you if you ain't had a child yet.
Oh, I have a friend who has lupus, and has never wanted to have children because she suffers from lupus and a couple of other genetic diseases, and does not want to have children. And she will not, no OBGYN will tie her tubes because she's too young and has never had children. They will not. It took me a 3-hour conversation with a very, very wonderful, very progressive, fine Black woman OBGYN to convince her that I was absolutely positive that I wanted my tubes tied.
Yeah, because it's kind of like if I walk, because one of your tubes tied can be reversed versus her hysterectomy. And two, well, I think, can y'all be reversed? I know ours can.
Some of them can't.
Okay.
So the stapling, I believe the stapling can be, but I believe the one that I received, which was they burned them, they separated them and burned them closed. It can't be reversed.
Yeah.
No,
See,
not unless without like a really.
It be something I ain't know, cause I'm a man. I don't know. I'm not supposed to know about these things.
Yeah, it's really complicated.
Yeah, cause I'm telling her, I said when I was thinking about getting my tubes tied, that's when I got a baby. Cause I think I was in my early 30s. I said, you know something, I ain't about to have no damn kid. I don't know if I want one. So I was strongly thinking about doing it. And then next thing you know, a couple months later, and the sad part, it wasn't even great sex. It was drunk sex all of 5 minutes. I was too drunk to even go hard.
Oh no.
I said, ain't that a bitch? And mind you, we tried when we dated for like 3 years, and then we had broken up. And then I just happened to go to her birthday party because she wanted me to go there. We ended up messing around, and I was drunk, and next thing you know, I'm pregnant. I said, God damn.
Oh Lord.
That's about to turn my tubes, you fucker. You killed my shit. But like I said, I love my daughters. I don't care too much about the mamas so much, but that's a story for another day. But like I said, I mean, it's just crazy to me how men, society, actually really, and some women actually want to tell women what the fuck to do with their bodies, man. And it's not cool. I
agree.
Yeah, because when a woman gives birth, she damn near dies on that goddamn table. She has the right to make a decision for her shit because she the one going through it.
Giving birth is not something that lasts not only the 9 months you carry that child with you, it's something that lasts forever. More than a year after you have that child. That the effects of having a baby, your hormones, the bones in your body are still recovering from from giving birth. No, man. You can't. And then just the economical impact, the impact of having a child socially, economically, freaking, like, just in today's society is too deep for the government to be able to, like, no, for them to tell us for a fact.
Yeah. But see, it's something that I told people. I said, this is not anything to do with health. This ain't got nothing to do with religion. This is about money. Because people make money when women have babies.
Yeah.
Facts. Between Johnson & Johnson, the government, because of course the first thing they do is if you have a baby, you ain't married, they try to get you to put the baby daddy on child support. That fast.
Yeah.
That quick, period. Why? Because it makes money, period. And it's like they want to pretend like it's a morality thing. One, there's nothing in the Bible that discusses abortion because there was no abortions back then.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you
People
going to
were
come with...
reproducing because there weren't enough people.
Yes, basically.
Exactly.
So
they needed to
so
reproduce.
and the whole purpose of why these laws are passed so women can do it safely and not die.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like, all right, so y'all motherfuckers want to sit here and tell everybody what to do with their damn bodies, but let them pass a law where all men after a certain age have to get a vasectomy. We will fucking tear this country down.
Exactly. And the problem is that making abortions illegal wouldn't necessarily stop women from trying to abort pregnancies. And that's the sad part. That's what makes this bad. That's what really makes this bad. Because that's what really makes it dangerous. What makes it dangerous is the women that are going to go into their kitchens and try to figure out what they can do. And then end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's what's sad about this.
Yeah.
Because they're desperate.
Yeah.
And of course they're desperate. Because those same people that are voting this into law are the same people that vote into law or that vote the laws that vote in the laws that make those same women poor. That make those same women desperate.
Yeah. And then
not
when you
be
sit
able
there
to have babies. Not be able to. Because yes, I mean, I would love to be able to be in a financial situation to have more children, but did I ever feasibly see myself in a financial situation where I had the affluence to have more than one child? No, not really. Not within an age gap where I was comfortable having another child. I wasn't comfortable having another child when I was 37, 36. I'm not good having a child there. I'm not okay with that. So, no, I don't see myself being that rich. So, those are the same people making it hard to gain affluence.
Yeah. Because sometimes you may not be financially stable enough for one. Or even more so, because the first thing they holler is you hear them say, well, if you don't want it, you can adopt. Do you know some of these adopted parents ain't no better than the parent that gave birth?
Yeah.
Period. Some of these motherfuckers just get kids just for the money and treat the kids like crap.
Foster care, for sure.
Yeah.
Foster care, for sure.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And some of the foster kids.
To properly adopt, you need a good chunk of money to properly adopt. And to foster care is a gamble, because you either get some good parents or horribly you get really shitty fucking people.
Oh my God, yes.
Really
or worse,
shitty
they're abusive. Or worse, they molest the kids.
Sell the kids.
Yeah.
And I've personally known people that have been sold in foster care.
Yes. See, that's why I tell people shouldn't make decisions for individuals. They should have the right. Y'all keep speaking free speech. Well, damn it. No, actually, it's something that a podcast said, and I said the other day. Y'all say y'all pro-life, but yet y'all want to ban abortions. If you pro-life, you won't ban abortions because you're killing women. Because here's the difference. That baby hasn't took a breath yet, since y'all want to go there. That baby ain't costing no money. That baby ain't done shit. But that person that holding that baby still got a life ahead of them. That person that's sitting there still can bring something to the world. And she can have another baby down the line when she's ready to have one.
Yeah.
Fact, because I remember one podcast said she had to have abortion because the pregnancy was outside the womb and ruptured her one of the tubes. Almost died.
The fetus, yeah.
Yeah. People don't realize sometimes a pregnancy go fucking wrong as shit.
Yeah.
So, but that's just my opinion. Maybe I'm just progressive.
No, it's just no. You're right. It's the difference in value of life between a fetus and a whole person is very arguable.
Yeah.
Is so deeply, deeply arguable.
And see what kills me about that whole argument is, okay, y'all sit here and scream. It's gonna sound stupid, but when you think about it, An egg is a chicken, right?
Yeah.
An egg. That means that it's a life in there. But yet we make scrambled eggs, right?
Yeah, but here's the thing. That's none of that is applicable. None of that is applicable because none of those are humans. Just
right.
like one of the senators or congressmen made the point that we protect turtle eggs. Mm-hmm. We fine people thousands of dollars who damage or even disturb turtle nests.
Yeah.
That's his point. Fine. But that's not applicable. That has fucking nothing to do because we're not fucking turtles. Just like we're not chickens. We're humans.
No, but the reason why I was bringing that, the reason why I brought that
like,
up.
I get your point. I get your point. Just
because
like, fuck his
the reason
point,
why
but
let me finish my point real quick. The point what I'm saying is this. If you don't feel that egg is technically a chicken, if to me, when you give birth, you conceive, it cells. The baby does not have a brain yet. After it takes a certain months for that to even get to that point. You feel me? Now, after a certain amount of months, I get it. Okay, you can't abort because the baby is practically damn near grown. Okay, if you trying to abort in your third trimester, that's a totally different story. And you know what I'm saying? But the thing of it is, half the time, y'all ladies don't know y'all pregnant to about what? The second trimester? Sometimes? Until you actually showing?
No,
you know,
I don't know how late somebody, I don't know. Some women haven't known. I've heard stories, I've seen on TV, some women haven't fucking known they've been pregnant until they've literally been giving birth. Like the baby has.
I've seen that.
That's crazy. But no, I saw on TV just the other day, because of this whole abortion thing. I saw on TV in Texas, a woman couldn't get an abortion because there was a heartbeat, and she was only 6 weeks and 1 day pregnant. 6 weeks and 1 day is literally only 2 weeks late on your period. 2 weeks late on your period is just like stress. Like 2 weeks late on your period is barely anything. Like that's a heartbeat.
But see, I'm gonna ask you this because this is a thought.
So where is the line drawn? Like where are you, like, okay, like you're drawing the line on brain cells. So Texas is drawing the line on heartbeats.
Beats, yeah.
Like,
it's like there's no clear cut of what
exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck everything. Fuck that. No, women have the fucking choice. No, you don't have the nobody has the choice except the person that is carrying the fucking child.
Shit, hell, even if the father, we really can't say but so much, if anything. Because we can sit here and tell the girl we don't want to have it. And if she decides she's going to have it, we got to deal with it.
And a part of me, honestly, to be completely honest, a part of me feels that. A part of me feels like that's kind of wrong. Okay, like there should be more say. The men should have a little bit more say. If the woman is worth anything, if the woman is of good value, the man should have some input. She should take what the father's choice is into consideration. She should deeply take his choice into consideration, because that is another person you are involving. And if that person doesn't want to deal with it, you are choosing to involve a person that wants nothing to do with that child. And that will affect your child.
Yes, actually. Because
It's
if he's
not
one of the guys that is dead set against it.
exactly. It's
he may
not
not-
about him.
Yeah.
It's not about the dad. It's about your child.
Yeah.
Your child is going to feel that their dad, will not like them, does not want them. They will feel that, and that will affect them negatively.
And affect them for years to come.
Very much so. If not for the rest of their life, for their whole life. And I don't know if enough women take that into consideration enough, because I know women feel like and they should have autonomy, but they should take into consideration whether or not that the father wants to have the fucking child.
Yeah, because I had that conversation with, I think, my first baby mom when she got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And before I even got my mom, she said, I'm keeping it. And I was powerless because I wasn't ready for kids yet. But I had to go through with it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like I said, like I always said, the problem is that people are trying to use. Let me tell you where the issue is. They try to bring religion into this, and religion has nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
See, that's how they try to justify this crap. Well, God don't want you to kill the baby, and this. God never said that. You said that. We don't know what God actually feels about abortions, because there was no abortions back then.
Mm-hmm.
Abortion didn't become a thing until what, the 19th century?
Mm-hmm.
Period. Because there was no option. I'm pretty sure there might have been women back in the day, back in that time, that didn't want to have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have an option to. It's no different than it's like women that get, BBLs and all that. Those options weren't back in the day. You get what I'm saying? So that women can keep themselves looking younger even at old age. Same thing with abortions. They didn't have abortions back then. So you might have had women that had kids that wasn't ready for kids, didn't want no kids, couldn't handle no kids.
Absolutely.
But they had a way to abort the abortion because there was no such thing. You feel what I'm saying? So to me, like I said before, a lot of people want to bring this religion shit into it. Religion does not need to be in every fucking situation, people.
Mm-hmm.
Because what you're doing is you're trying to use God's word for your benefit. That ain't what his word is for.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That's what kills me. It's always, because it ain't the progressives. It's them conservative, want to go to church, Bible thumpers that have the issue. But them, you know what's sad? Some of them motherfuckers went and got an abortion.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
In all honesty, and it's leaning in more to the it's not about religion thing. Part of the reason why I got my tubes tied, and part of the reason why if I wouldn't have, and I would have gotten pregnant, and I would have definitely had an abortion, would be I would not want a pregnancy, because pregnancies for me were horrible from health reasons. For health reasons. My pregnancies for health reasons were really bad.
Mm-hmm. And then here's the other thing that people don't think about: postpartum depression.
Absolutely.
See, they don't talk about that. They don't talk about that.
That was one of my health reasons for me. Yeah. Postpartum depression for me was one of my health reasons, and that was one of the worst times of my life.
And see, what's so funny? The same people that pro-life are the same ones screaming, mental health, mental health. Well, are you thinking about the mental health of some of these women that having the goddamn babies?
Oh yeah, they don't give a shit. So that's the thing. Once you have that baby, they don't give a shit about the mom or the baby.
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the funny part. You give a shit while it's in the stomach. Once it out, fuck it.
They make sure you have that baby, but fuck off once you
No.
have it.
And then these the same motherfuckers that complain talking about something. We're tired of having to raise other people's kids. We're tired of paying for other people's kids. We want to take away welfare and social security and all that. But you want these motherfuckers to have the babies though.
Mm-hmm.
The same shit. The same babies that y'all complain about that y'all got to pay with y'all taxes. But yet, y'all dead set against abortions.
Yep.
I'm just saying. I'm being devil's advocate with this because it's funny. Y'all are what is considered the equivalent to actually y'all the perfect example of oxymoron. It makes no sense. You say one hand, you complain about how much money that you got to pay in taxes when it comes to these kids in the system and all that. Y'all complain and bitch and moan about that, but then turn right back around and complain if someone has an abortion.
Right.
Make it make sense, people. Make it make sense.
And it's just they perpetuate a system that, how do I explain this? They perpetuate a system that incentivizes all of this.
Yeah.
They really do.
Yeah.
It incentivizes. It's hard once you get in a rut. It's hard to get out of it. Once you get into lower middle class, it's hard to get out of it. Once you get into lower class, it's hard to get out of it, and it's just a perpetual rut of just the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
And they make sure you just stay there.
Yeah, because the rich don't want you to get richer because that means that they'll get poor because there's more competition for them.
But that's insane. That type of economical mentality is just not
sustainable.
Not true. It's not true. It's just not true. And other governments, there's a name for it. I know there's a name for that.
I call it stupidity, but go ahead. I call it stupidity.
No, there's a name for that kind of. There's a name for that kind of mentality where economically, if they're winning, I'm losing something. Economically, there's a type of word for that, and I know there's a word for it. I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'm so fucking high right now. I can't think of it.
Now I'm gonna tell you what's funny. When we get off of here, that's when she'll text me. Yeah. That's what it was.
But
I figured it out.
Other governments run on different kinds of economic platforms, and it's just not the fucking case. Like a net zero mentality of just like you lose. Like if I lose, if you gain something, I have to be losing something out of my pocket if you gain something. That's just not true. That's just not true. Proper allocation of taxes, proper rounding of government, proper infrastructure, proper all of this is just the whole government just kind of fucking sucks. It just all kind of sucks. But I gotta go to sleep because I do have work in the morning.
Oh no, I was about to let you go.
Yes.
Because I was gonna say when you stop, I'm like, something. This is why I like talking to you because you give me good takes. You know what I'm saying? And you the epitome of what I want the people to see. That even though yes we do adult film, even though the women suck dick, the men fuck them and this and third, we are bright, intelligent, thoughtful, opinionated people. Respect that, please.
Absolutely.
Respect that.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, tell everybody where they can spend money on you, baby.
I'm sorry?
Tell everybody where they can spend money on you so you can make that money while you sleep.
Oh, for sure. Onlyfans.com/Rae Roxoff. You can find me on Twitter at Rae Roxoff. And I think I'm on X videos at Rae Roxoff too. So
see, y'all heard it. Rae Roxoff will suck your socks off. You feel me, fellas?
For sure.
Go buy her stuff. with that being said, life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience? You didn't learn anything. Smoke that over. Thank you for coming back to the lounge, and I can't wait to bring you back, baby.
Can't wait to be back.
No doubt. And we gotta get you back. I gotta get you and Havoc back together because man, I enjoy hearing y'all talk.
I love talking to you guys.
I love talking to you too. So you take care, darling.
You too. Bye, love. Be safe.
Right. You too.
Bye.
Black Wall Street is now online, baby. That's right. Visit the GW District. Shop the very best in men's and women's apparel and accessories, home decor, office supplies, books, pantry items, and so much more. The GW District is a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media. We're both veteran and Black-owned, and we're bringing you the best online shopping experience with products made by small businesses. Come and experience the GW District difference today at shopgwdistrict.com. That's shopgwdistrict.com. The GW District, a retail marketplace of Black-owned products and media.
That's right. That's right.